Greetings, greetings, greetings. You are now tuned into the Vault. Trust Christian, own nothing, control everything. Just want to thank you for tuning in live or listening to replay. Always excited about our live listeners tuning in live or all of our listeners that listen in the replay. We really appreciate you all. Show usually comes on every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so we always are excited about bringing some of the best content to you. So looking forward to having a great episode today and moving forward from there. So we're going to start out like we usually do with the news. Uh, so this is interesting. A partner immediately made notice of this week that Bitcoin, one of the cryptocurrencies, the so-called creator of Bitcoin has been revealed. Satoshi Nakamoto has been revealed as Craig White, where Craig White has registered the white paper and has acquired the copyright for the white paper that was given to the world about such a quote unquote dynamic, uh, what would you say, currency. And what happened was actually Bitcoin Cash actually went up because of this announcement. So Craig Wright registers Bitcoin white paper copyright as Satoshi Nakamoto. So very important to see that someone has revealed themselves in such a space where billions of dollars have been generated, billions of dollars have been lost, and they are now in an environment uh, where somebody has been able to get rich off of others' backs privately and quietly. So good one. Always excited about this. Got some good news this week. We're gonna do some other good episodes. Thanks, Fred, for tuning in live. Appreciate you for tuning in live or listening to replay. Uh, where are we going? Here we go. A lot of people are talking about how your financial advisor could possibly be a robot or not. And when you listen to statistics, financial services is always the best environment to know that But traditionally, someone's going to want to talk to someone, and everyone's not excited about putting some numbers into a some type of computer and just giving back a personalized situation and things of that nature. So definitely excited about that to bring that to you all's attention. This episode is going to be called "How to Make Money Giving It Away," but it's going to be more focused on make money giving it away, not about how. And some of the victims were insured, but with Progressive, which recorded over $150 million loss in the first quarter. And there's many other environments that they're specifically stating that possibly was some issue there. So definitely excited about making sure that that's known. Uh, these are pieces of information that are very important to yourself and how you operate. So just looking at those great pieces, a lot of people come to the vault for the trust knowledge or the foundation knowledge, just focused on protecting family wealth and things like that. Just to let you all know how much the trust space and family office space is growing. Credit Suisse, which is one of the largest banks in the world, has created a division or organization or office over in China. So dealing with a Swiss bank, going over to China shows that there's a growing demand for, obviously, they are looking to set up an office in an environment where it says Asian Pacific had over 814 billionaires at the end of 2017. According to 38% of the global billionaire population, China's minting 2 billionaires every week. Wow. What country do you live in again? What country do you live in when a country is able to throw out 2 billionaires every week? That's pretty interesting. So you obviously can see that there's a great demand for Chinese investment in Sweden or Swiss. That's why Credit Suisse is even over there, seeking to set up private family foundations, which we're going to talk about today, or private trust, public trust, different things of that nature. So that's why they're opening up an office. Uh, Definitely, I think that's all the news we got for you all this week. Definitely felt like that was quality. There was some news about another individual, but we're gonna go ahead and start the episode, which really excited about everybody. Really excited about everybody joining us live and us continuously doing the episode here. So today we're going to talk about making money, giving it away, and take note. We know our demographic and our audience that listens. So, when you all, for our predominant audience, there was an announcement that was made yesterday by a gentleman named Robert Smith, and Robert Smith is a private equity hedge fund billionaire. And we really wanted to talk about was the fact that, ladies and gentlemen, this individual doesn't just give money away for free. And we saw Rockefeller move that was displayed by him. He's actually following the footsteps of Rockefeller. Rockefeller invested in Morehouse. He actually has probably still to this day one of the largest endowment funds with Morehouse University, and that's J.D. Rockefeller. So you can see there's outside of cultural influence that has been influenced in this particular situation. So really excited about talking about how making money, giving it away is how that's facilitated in the private, and you all can see that when we talk about Robert Smith this week and the money that he gave away to basically a college and absolving students of their debt and things of that nature. So we always want to talk about how uh, long story short is no one's giving away money for free. This individual is a billionaire, ladies and gentlemen. Robert Smith is very successful in private equity and very, very important. So let's go ahead and talk about. He says he pledges to clear the student graduate's debt. We're going to talk about how he's making money giving it away. First of all, he gave $40 million in the form of an endowment, which it can be a grant. And so there are students that are going to receive a debt relief, and it's going to cover them. That's a grant, ladies and gentlemen. You know how there's grants that you apply for, Pell grants, other grants that individuals apply for, and these individuals that go to school, they can actually receive those grants. So when you look into the space that we're talking about with getting rid of a student loan, most of the students, they say at that particular in that particular class on average averaged about $70,000 in student loans. So this is a really big story that really shows the quality of investment that goes, because one of the things we were taught was in the private is that charity is going to be around forever. How long are schools going to be around? How long is education going to be around? And that's going to be around forever. Education has been implemented, going to keep being implemented, and that's the way it's going to be. And so charity is an investment. And as you all can see, it's an investment by an individual that not only chose to get a tax write-off for doing a donation, even if it was a donation to children at the school, it still was a tax write-off for that individual, their business, and things of that nature. So you can see, wow, there's a huge tax advantage for this individual. You're a billionaire. You might have a $40 million tax liability. And you can see how he clearly gave that away to a charity. And when you all think that a lot of times, or people in general think a lot of times that money is given away and it's not, I guess you would say, recorded or necessarily it is not looked at as an investment. It's not looked at as a business approach. One of the things we always talk about at the Vault is the big difference between nonprofit and charity. At the end of the day, you can see the benefit of giving away to a charity. A lot of people like giving money away, so it's very, very important for you all to know that. Uh-oh, got quite a few people said that they couldn't hear well, but we appreciate you all for tuning in live. If I'm pretty sure it always goes really well back in the replay, just because it gets rid of a lot of the dead spots. But we appreciate you all for tuning in live and sharing the feedback with me, so I can continue going on, and we appreciate that. So thank you all for letting us know that. Bogus Law and Fred and Charles and King Kong, appreciate you all. So like we were talking about, when it comes to particularly him it is very important to talk about Robert Smith because it was a very pivotal move. It was a great move by him, but you all can see that by someone being in a position to give away that type of capital, they're able to create investments by giving away capital, not just give away capital and say, hey, here's a great good deed for the world. If you all are thinking that his grandchildren won't be able to go to that school for free, and great grandchildren and the children after that, and any other body that carries his last name that can prove that they're probably a part of his lineage, they'll probably be going to that school for free as far as education goes. Why? Because it's an investment by the family. He didn't just give money away to the school and not say, hey, I want my children at least to have a tuition. He set up a private endowment contract with them. The private endowment contract was given out in the form of a grant to give away to get rid of debt. So the endowment, and if you all study and learn into the endowments, and this is why we love the charitable space at the vault, is because charity is an investment. And so obviously you all can see that by him being in that space and giving away that endowment to that particular college, he has created an investment for his grandchildren, great grandchildren, even his children, to be able to give away money and still be able to make back that money to private family foundation and things of that nature. So just really excited about that style of investment, and definitely wanted to highlight him with the making money, giving it away. We can always go to even, we recently reported a story of how what's his name? Dr. Dre. Once again, we know our audience, so if you all know who Dr. Dre is, just a huge producer in the music industry in the United States, him actually creating content with Jimmy Iovine, and they actually gave an endowment to University of Southern California. And as you all can see, these are billionaires once again. So it's not just based on being a billionaire. We always say that it's just you understanding the concept of make money by giving it away instead of waiting until you get to a certain position. And so these individuals have been doing that all along the way. And so as you can see, they just given larger substantial amounts of capital to institutions, and particularly the institutions we're talking about are colleges. Once again, Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre created an with the University of Southern California, and that was for school, that was for an education, a curriculum. And as you all can see, this is how education is influenced on certain levels because of individuals being able to pay for education to be given to the school. And so just an interesting position to say nonetheless. And we always encourage our listeners that when they say, oh well, I have a charity, this is making money, giving it away. And as you all can see, endowments, those charities are giving money away. The foundation for Jimmy Iovine and Dr. Dre, and we can go through the plethora of families or individuals that give money away to a school, such as the Rockefellers, such as the Carnegies, such as the Rothschilds, that give money away to schools, and in turn they are able to create curriculum and classes, and then on the back of that they're able to create investments with schools. Schools are endowments, and colleges have endowments. Harvard's endowment, making money to give into Harvard, I think they at least guarantee a 4 to 6% return, and there's no telling how often you're going to get that. So that's always based off of the contract that's with Harvard. But you all can go to Harvard's endowment fund and look at it. Harvard endowment fund is so big that it actually can pay for all the students' tuition that apply every year. And they still say, why don't they take that endowment fund and actually put it to work with the dividends and things of that nature? And as you can see, those are private contracts. That's how you know it's contract, it's private, and that's why they're able to make money giving it away, because it's private. It's not public. That information is not disclosed to public individuals to be able to make those type of investments. Why you have to be in a certain type of vehicle to even make those investments, because you think about it, Harvard has one of the largest endowments in the world. Of course they're going to give back returns. They have one of the largest because they give back great returns. More people give because they feel confident in their investment and things. So it's always exciting to see these things going on right before your eyes and not know them. But specifically, even in sponsorship environment, a lot of times, a lot of people say, well, what's the benefit of me giving to a charity? Sponsorship creates deductions. And so for expenses for businesses, giving money away, and then individuals, it's the same exact thing. You got to make money giving it away. And that's why we always say own nothing, control everything here at the Vault. So we appreciate you all for tuning in live or listening to replay. Thanks, Lady T. Appreciate you. If you all have any questions, feel free to type them into the chat. But this definitely was meant to be a very eye-opening episode when we talk about how money's made giving it away. When you all go do your research with the Robert Smith and see that that's an endowment, we all see the Dr. Dre and Jimmy Iovine, and these are very current and modern things. Someone even wanted to bring up the LeBron James Charter School, which he has a partnership. The foundation that he has a partnership with the city of Akron, I believe. And so you all can go look up that is it's an endowment contract with the city, and don't think that family foundation is not making money off of that for the rest of their lives. I mean, once you get into the space and you're able to create those style of investments, of course that's what's going on. So you all can see that yes, it has a very philanthropic feel to it, but it's very good to understand that philanthropy is still not just for profit. It's they try to call it nonprofit, but it involves capital raising, it involves capital distribution. Traditional funds that would go to the government via taxes, they're given to charities, and so these charities are giving money away as an actual tax write-off, as you can see, particularly even for Robert Smith. He's a billionaire. You already know he has tax liability, so that was a tax liability. So uh, definitely appreciate you all for tuning in live or listening to replay. If we don't have any questions, then I just wanted to bring those to your attention, which is making money giving it away. You can contact us at the Vault for Christian at trustchristian.com for a consultation. Trustee training is going awesome. We have a great session right now in the middle of a session, and just really excited. Thanks, Big Smile, for tuning in live all the way from Amsterdam at such a crazy time in the world, as far as time zones. So we know how far that is from Eastern and Western time zone. So just appreciate you for tuning in live as well. And who else example could we go through? You all see foundations all the time, such as the Clinton Foundation, the Zuckerberg Foundation. When you all talk about making money, giving it away, let's go ahead and talk about Zuckerberg, and let's talk about directly even Bill Gates, and this is Warren Buffett. As you can see, we went to some cultural black leaders, and now we're going to go to the gambit of what's truly on the Forbes list, which was or what was on the Forbes list. The way you get off of the Forbes list and still maintain your wealth is through the Private Family Foundation. That's why it's the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. The way you get off the Forbes list and you still maintain the wealth and control of the wealth is through the Zuckerberg Foundation, giving money away to the hospital, making money back from the hospital, giving a park in San Francisco free Wi-Fi, giving donations to the city to get Wi-Fi in certain areas. There's so much opportunity in philanthropy that there's been a misjudgment on giving money away because people think they own money, and when you think you own something, you can get taxed or sued for it. So putting yourself in a position where that's not the case, it involves giving it away. Own nothing, control everything. So making money giving it away is when you see what is this let's just look at Zuckerberg, from Facebook to actually he doesn't receive any personal monies. We've seen this across the board. We did an episode, if you all want to go back and look at the episode for the guy's name's Roy Sebag, Roysebag, and Roy only pulls down $1 a year. You can look up his salary. It's been that way for years in a row. It says 2016 he made $1, 17 he made $1. This individual's making $1, but the company that he's the founder of, which is Gold Money, makes $500 million minimum. They're holding assets, and it's your strategic position. Own nothing, control everything. And so making money giving it away is done by not owning it. It's by controlling the wealth and putting yourself in a position to give the wealth away to investments that can yield back families for generations to come, where you see private banking happening, where you see private lending happening. And so really excited about being able to go over the content today with you all. If you all have any questions, feel free to reach out, Christian at trustchristian.com. Once again, that's Christian at trustchristian.com. You can go to the website, welcome-to-the-vault.com. But we appreciate you all for tuning in live or listening to replay. Feel free to go back and listen to previous episodes, and we will talk to you all soon.